Hi, my name is Dr. Scott Young with Hearing Solution Centers, and today we're going to talk to you about, this is going to be part of our series, the third one in here, about the ReSound hearing aids and hooking them up through your app. Coming right up. Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit more about the ReSound app. We're going to talk about how to adjust the volume when you're streaming and adjust the sound enhancer inside the noise, okay? So we're going to go through a few of those steps in here. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen. You're going to watch with me. So my fifth one down here. So I'm going to click on this video, so you're going to watch in the background. How do you adjust the volume while streaming the accessory? Okay, so I'm going to bring up my phone too, so you can kind of see it. So you're opening up the app there. And then you have your accessory already paired up, okay? You might have to scroll over to the accessory that you're hooked up into, okay? Like a multi-mic or something like that. And you have the volume. Now this can also be for the TV. So that orange section is for the volume of the device that you're in, okay? So that it can send a little bit more volume to you. But if the surrounding noise is too loud, you can reduce the red line below there. Orange is for the accessory and red is for the volume around you, the surrounding noise, okay? So you have that ability to flip it back and forth. Now you can mute that one. So you can mute the microphone or mute, and I'm going to show you more about that here in a second. You can mute the microphone, you can unmute it. You can split the screen even further if you really wanted to, so you could adjust, actually you could adjust the right and left, but you can change how you can do that. So you can adjust a little bit more on the left or the right one, depending upon what the sound might be or how that works for you. So as we come back to here on this thing, here's what I want you to see, and this is just showing you with this multi-mic, which is another accessory, but I use this for TV all the time. So remember our screen right here. We're in the screen where we onto the accessory. Mine shows the little TV. So my TV's on, and I can turn up the orange line to hear the program better. Or I can turn it down because it's a game, it's too loud or whatever. Now, you would never normally turn down the red line below unless everyone's too loud. Let me give you an example. We had a Super Bowl party and a whole bunch of kids came over from the college at Oral Roberts here right next door to us, and they come over and they're talking and they don't care about the game, and I really want to see the game. And so basically what I did is I muted the kids so I could focus in on the game. It's kind of a cool little ability. So if you need to kind of reduce down the noise, you can take that red line and pull it down a little ways. Or you can, and now here's the other thing that happens. And people always say, well, one of the coolest things, and I mean, ReSound has been really good about this, better than most of the other companies, okay? I'm not trying to beat everyone else up. I'm just telling you I really love what this does. Because what I can do on the ReSound is I can mute the commercial. Ugh. None of us like the commercials, right? So you can mute the commercial. Just push over there and pop that little mute button on the orange line, mute the commercial, go do the laundry, know the game will be there for you when you come back. You see the game on, unmute the commercial, go back into that situation. So you have that ability to handle and hear what you're trying to do. So it's a great ability to handle everything. So that's one of the steps. Now we're going to move into our next one, is adjusting the sound enhancer, okay? So we have the sound enhancer for noise reduction, speech focus, wind noise. So you're going to open up your app again, as we've talked about. The individual features are based upon the hearing aid, so we're just showing you some examples in here, okay? So if you're in the restaurant program, let's say, and obviously restaurant for restaurant sounds, tap the sound enhancer, which is that little button kind of low in the middle. Now you can change the bass, treble, and other kinds of things. So for instance, maybe I want to boost up the bass, or the green bar down below are some of the noise features. So I could adjust the noise reduction so I can, have less noise reduction. Or if I turn it to the right, I'm going to add more noise reduction. It just depends upon what I'm trying to do. Okay. So I'm trying to, really push it stronger. What if I wanted to change the speech focus? Okay, so I can go in there and change the speech focus of really more in front of me. So the farther I go to the right, the more focused it is on the person in front of me. Okay, or you can go all the way to automatic and let the computer figure it out. Okay, the bottom area there, so it's talking a little bit automatic and just goes right back to that. And now you can also, depending upon how you've got it set up, and we help you with that setup there, into the outdoor section. Tap over the sound enhancer again. Clicking on that sound enhancer, you're going to bring up, and you're going to see that the pitch is a little different. That is scientifically taken to figure out what's best for a person in an outdoor setting. Okay, so you might change the wind noise reduction on there. So if you want to have more attacking of the wind or less, see when we go to the left, it's less attacking of the wind. Maybe it's reducing some of the speech that you want to be able to hear. So you don't want to attack the wind as much. Or maybe you want to get after the wind as much. Now remember, you can't take away all the wind. Hey man, if it's 40 miles an hour wind, it's really loud. That can be as much as 80 decibels of sound out there, okay? So you can tap those settings and you can actually make and reset it back and go right back into what you want to do. But you can change those settings depending upon what you're trying to accomplish. So it's got a lot of capabilities in there for you to change depending upon what your need is. So I'm going to flip back over here to my notes a little bit more. So one of the things that I like to do in restaurants is I will come up to the restaurant mode, and I will be in the restaurant mode, and it kind of goes ding ding here, and it has the noise filter and the speech focus. I don't want you to focus on the hear everyone, but you'll see the noise filter. Okay, and as you've watched the video, you can kind of go backward. The noise filter helps me if it's kind of noisy. I can still understand people, but it's kind of noisy, so I might pop that one on and it calms down some of the background noise, just some of the annoying stuff. Now, if I really want to speech focus and I cannot hear that person across from me because there's so much noise, I might need to focus on the speech a little bit harder. Now, one of the things that also happens in the newest hearing aid, it's not even up on your screen, is called an ultra focus mode on the new ReSound ones. This is really cool. And the ultra focus can really help me speech clarity. It really focuses in on this, and I can even hear my voice a lot stronger in a way, focusing much more on the speech. I can reduce down the background noise. I can turn down the volume. I have all these capabilities. Now you might say, I don't want all that stuff. And I'm going to tell you, as you play with this, you're going to find the areas that are effective for you. It's a big deal. It's a big, big deal for you. And I think if you play around with this, you're going to find ways to be able to adjust your life. Now remember, hearing aids have anywhere from 50 to 75 to 115 different adjustments depending upon what we're talking about, what type of circuit that you got into. But this app helps take care of so many of our patients. And you have to have the good hearing aids. And by the way, that's why people don't go to the Best Buys and the online stores or the Costco's, because they don't spend any time on the apps. We spend a lot of time with you showing you how to use the stuff. That's part of the value that we bring to you, because we're going to spend time in fixing this. And by the way, if you get a new phone, we're going to go hook it up for you and re-show you how to do it. It's what we love doing to take care of you. So that's a part of how we help take care of you in every single way. Thank you so much.